Brodie Brazil here to recap Game 37 on the season and the Sharks' final tilt before the NHL's annual Christmas/holiday break. And you think about 3 full days off, that's something this team hasn't actually had since training camp opened back in September. That's right, 37 games in the last 75 days, and so now a well-deserved break. But you still want to enter it going strong, and unfortunately, things went the exact opposite direction to start this one. It was a 5-goal first period for Vegas. Sharks turnover here within the first 2 minutes, and the Knights finish on a 2-on-1. Brett Howden on the near side makes it 1-0. And then 7 minutes later, Mitch Marner just kind of creeping in there from the half wall. The centering pass goes off the skate of Wenberg. Such an unlucky bounce. It's Marner's 8th on the year, and it's 2-0. Vegas creating a lot of odd-man chances for themselves. Their offense typically starting on the opposite side of the red line. It's Kolesar in the giving mood here during the holidays to feed Colton Sissons. And we're just 11:37 into this game. It's already 3-0. Sharks now in their own end trying to break out, but the Knights create this turnover. And Johnny on the spot is our old friend Tomas Hertl. That's his 15th on the season. It was also the last shot that Yaroslav Askarov would face. The very first shot Alex Nedeljkovic would face was not an easy one. Vegas converting on another rush here. Barbashev feeding Stone. That's 5-0 and officially the most one-sided Sharks period of 2025. 13 Knights scored a point in this first period. Every single skater was at least a +1. And the thing is, when the second or third periods are clunkers, it's usually just a little easier escape because soon the night is simply over. But in this case, 40 minutes left to play, and even though the odds to win were very faint, the chance to make this game at least respectable was very much there. Things did slow down offensively for Vegas in the second, so that's a start. And then Carter Hart's turnover here turns into a Tyler Toffoli assist. Young Macklin Celebrini was in the slot, ready to catch and release, and that shot just does not quit. For Macklin now, 55 points, which ties Sidney Crosby for the most by a teenager entering the NHL's Christmas break. And we're also just about a week away from finding out that months-long answer, will Macklin be named to Team Canada's Olympic roster on December 31st. Now just moments later here, it's Nedeljkovic with some help by the post and then the unreal stick save on Mark Stone. The Sharks did take a penalty here and also did allow a Riley Smith goal in the final 2 minutes of the period. And now you kind of get to that point where forget even winning or losing at this juncture. You just don't want to sit on a sour taste for the next 72 hours until you get a next chance for redemption. And this is what Randy and Drew said about that entering the third period.
Impressions can be made in this third period that will linger until the Sharks play again on the 27th, right?
It's easy to play well when you're winning. It's easy to play well when everybody else is playing well. Show what you got in the toughest of times. That makes an impression to the coaches.
The Sharks did allow his 7th goal and the second of the night to Mitch Marner, but good for Colin Graf here to continue what he's been doing. Despite taking that puck to the face in practice on Monday, just one night later, it's Graf capturing the Toffoli rebound and continuing now on a 5-game point streak. He's also got points in 8 of his last 9, but yeah, nobody thrilled with a 7-2 loss.
You can't come out like that in the first period and give up. I don't know, you have the stats, but 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 odd man rushes, diving in when we should and not supporting the D. You can't do that against a good team. They're gonna shove it down your throat every time, and they made us pay that whole first period. And when you're chasing a game down 5-0 after first against a team like that, it's tough sledding.
Yeah, obviously there's a lot of energy, and I've seen it go both ways. And obviously it wasn't our night tonight. And, obviously disappointing, and got to take a few days here, reset, and be ready for a push here after Christmas.
Yeah, no F3. Something was the number one thing we talked about tonight going into the game was our F3 in the middle of the ice is critical. And I think 3 out of the 7 goals, maybe 4 of them, the last one in the third, we don't have an F3. They get odd man rushes. Best team in the league at doing it.
I'll wrap up this infamous breakdown with 5 potential Sharks conversation starters for your holiday dinners. 1, how many points does Macklin actually end up with this season? 2, what did you think of that comeback in Pittsburgh? 3, why is Colin Graf just so sneaky good? 4, when was the moment that Ryan Reeves actually won you over? And 5, did Judy Jupiter really help kickstart this Sharks season? We'll see you back here on the weekend, everybody.